you feel for it was real nice?
I think so too.
Hey y'all, here I am with another little Dolly video, and today I thought I would film an updated Hannah Montana collection video. As you can see, I've got a lot of Hannah Montana dolls, but definitely nowhere near like close to all of them that they made or all of the different variations and stuff like that. But as you can see here, I've got a bunch of variations of Miss Hannah herself, as well as Lola, Lily, and Miley, and you know, the works. I'm going to start off with the first ones that I got, and they're actually going to be these girlies right over here, Miss Miley and Miss Hannah right there, as well as this other Miley. Now, I ordered these for myself right around my 15th or 16th birthday when I was in high school, because I was feeling really nostalgic, and I didn't really have many Hannah dolls at that point. I only had one, and she was like a broken singing doll who like didn't come with her like original clothes anyways. So I tracked this little Hannah Montana and Miley gift set down on eBay, and I think I paid around like $32 something new in box. They're not wearing their accessories right now because their shoes fall off like very easily, so I have them in storage, but I really do love these little dolls. They're so cute, and this gift set was honestly like such like a fun unboxing in my opinion. I would honestly get this gift set again just to have it in box or experience the unboxing experience like again. But yeah. As you can see, we've just got Hannah and Miley, and these are using kind of like updated like screenings and like head sculpts of like the Miley head sculpt and whatnot, because as you can see here, the faces are like slightly different and whatnot. But yeah, these are my first two dolls. I opened them up, I think on my birthday is right when they arrived, thankfully. Then a couple days after, Miss Miley Stewart arrived. Now, I didn't take very good care of this one because I was a teenager when I got her, and I wasn't that good of a doll collector as I am now, taking care of my things, but I really do love this doll. I do think that the body molds are a little bit interesting though for like the first ones that they went with, because as you can see here, these are like very like typical generic like, you know, 1960s like doll bodies or whatever for like Barbie, but as you can see here, they're kind of like using it as like just a generic little doll body for until they could like revise it and whatnot. But yeah. These are really cool, and like they all have very like subtle like differences in like makeup and face and like hair and stuff like that, especially like the other girlies back here and whatnot. The dolls that you see here were made by Playalong, and like I know that Mattel had made them, and like the Disney Store brand had made them like also at one point, and like a whole bunch of different companies just were making different little toys and trinkets of like, you know, this show in general, because there was like a lot of merchandising for it and whatnot. But these dolls aren't very hard to find on eBay, and you can find them still very cheap. Although I do see a lot of people still overcharging and like overpricing their like new in-box Hannah Montana dolls. I literally got this one for about like $25 free shipping, new in box. And like at the same time that I got this one, this same doll was literally selling on eBay for like $100 something. Like, no thanks. Really glad I got that one when I could. I just haven't had the heart to unbox her because she just looks so pretty in all of her like 2008-ish like packaging. But yeah, next up we're gonna be moving on to this girly. She was just like a slim box, like regular like budget Hannah fashion doll. And like these weren't really like referencing any clothes that she really wore on the show, but like mostly some of these like did resemble some of the like live in concert like outfits that she would wear at like different events and stuff like that. I really do like the styling of this though. It's very nostalgic. That nice little like frilly like short dress with like a little like girly feminine graphic on it, and this like little short like cropped leggings with these like long boots. I love it. I love the nostalgia of it all. And as you can see, her belt is peeling because, you know, this fabric was fresh like nearly over a decade ago, and it's not as fresh anymore, so I'm gonna have to find a way to fix it, but I still really love the way that this doll looks. She's very pretty. She's got these little like earrings that are like really glittery too, if you can see them.
Hit the stage with the Hannah Montana in-concert collection. You can make her sing. Each doll sings a different song and comes with cool concert gear for you. Hannah Montana in-concert dolls, each sold separately.
Got the Hannah Montana doll that I originally restyled in that first video that I posted a while ago. She was the one whose torso broke like right around the like twist and turn mechanism, like right over here. I guess because it was like very, very fragile and like the doll was already pretty like old in general by the time that I had gotten her, so when I was trying to pose her for pictures, I like moved it a little bit and the whole thing just like snapped and came apart. And I guess these like little singing like feature dolls like were just very fragile that way, but I'm glad that I had a little live doll body like on deck. And as you can see here, I kind of just reinterpreted like one of her signature like concert looks and stuff like that. I do have the original top for this, but it like didn't fit on this like very skinny live doll body, so like I just had to like make do with like another top that I had. But I do really, really love the way that this doll looks and like the way that I kind of styled her. She looks very similar to like the way that she was styled in general with this look, but I just made it a little bit more like modern looking, I guess. And yeah, next up we're going to be moving on to Miss Lola and this other Hannah over here. Now these two I got in a bundle off of eBay. I think I paid around like $25 and like some change, like including shipping and whatnot. And I was really happy to get these dolls because I really, really wanted to get Lily's alter ego Lola over here. And I found that this was the cheapest one that I could find at the time, because I did want to get Lola with like her very hot pink fuchsia hair, but or purple, but like couldn't find any dolls that were that cheap that like matched that description, so I found these two. And I'm very happy to have this one because I didn't have any other Hannah dolls with this kind of like makeup look and whatnot. And she only came with her original pants, because I guess these two came in like a little gift set with like a lounge or something. So I had to like find her a different like shirt or whatever, but I think that one was pretty cute regardless. And I really, really do love the styling of Lola's outfit, even if it is so incredibly of its time and crazy as fuck looking now, really. I definitely wouldn't wear all of this together at the same time, but I do really love like what she has going on in general. She looks very like Japanese like Fruits Basket inspired and like Fruits Magazine inspired. But yeah, this doll's makeup is incredibly pretty too. So we've got my Lily Truscott doll over here. I know she's got a tiny little stain like right on the corner of her cheek right there, but I honestly don't mind, so you know, I obviously kept her because I love this doll anyways. As you can see, I do need to boil wash her hair because it is very poofy and like won't sit straight, and a lot of these dolls have Connect-Lon hair, so it's very easy boil washing them. But yeah, I got a little Lily Truscott doll because you can't have, you know, Miley without Lily, her bestie. I don't have Oliver though because I don't really care much for him. But yeah, really happy to have gotten this girly and her alter ego. It didn't come in her factory outfit, so I just put her in something that looked like, I guess vaguely 2007 and like 2008 coded, and I don't know, I feel like Lily Truscott would wear this on the show anyway, so it's definitely a good look for her. I really do love the variation and like the different makeup looks that they put on these Hannah dolls, because as you can see here, this like 2-pack Hannah has a very different makeup compared to like the other singing Hannahs that you could get, as well as like the one in the gift set with like Lola and whatnot. Also like differently from one that she wore in like the debut like Miley doll or whatever. You can see that like even the other Miley doll has like very differently colored makeup to like the original one that they released as well. So like yeah, I think that that's honestly like really, really cute, and I'm glad that they like attempted to do like very, very nice like glam makeup looks on these faces, I will say, because a lot of these makeup looks are very high color and like they're very saturated. I know the flash on my camera is kind of like washing them out a bit, but you can honestly still tell a bit that their makeup is like very high color. Here I've got my new inboxed Hannah. Now I'm really happy to have gotten this one because, as I said earlier in the video, I got her for around like $25 to like $30-ish off of eBay. And that's really good because a lot of people on eBay always try to like overprice their dolls for like no damn reason. And like in this economy, I'm not going to spend over $100 on some old doll. No, not at all. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever really going to be taking her out of the box, just because like she's just too cunty to like take out and like just disturb the piece of it, because I've got already so many of them that are out of box, so one in box won't hurt, honestly. But I really, really do love the graphic design and packaging of this, and I love the background and how it kind of just looks like it just spells her name out in lights and stuff like that. And all of these nice little like pastel-y, like very cool tone purple colors and blues like really go well. And like they just remind me of like 2008 and like 2007 and whatnot. And here we just got this little logo at the front, as well as a picture of Miss Miley with that blonde wig on. And we just got the Playalong and like Disney logo. as well as like all the little text that like says that she can sing Life's What You Make It and like thank you everybody, as well as the like try me and whatnot. I don't exactly think that this one still works, but like I don't give a fuck because like I said, I'm gonna be leaving it inbox anyways. And like as you can see, it just says in the spotlight with the logo, as well as like the really tall picture of Hannah back there and like this little text and stuff like that. But yeah, I think these dolls were very, very pretty, and like I love the attempt at trying to make these dolls look so screen accurate like as possible. Like most, if not all, of the looks that these dolls are wearing are from like outfits from the TV show, or if not like, you know, actual outfits that like, you know, Miss Smiley herself wore in like live performances and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really happy to have been, you know, filming this like little updated video, because the last Hannah Montana video that I filmed was like kind of when like my channel was like very new and I didn't know how to edit and like do very much. But you know, now I've been editing and making videos for like more than a couple of months now, so it's kind of coming a little bit more naturally to me now. But yeah,
At Rico's Surf Shop, Oliver's blending smoothies, Smiley and Lily are relaxing. But when the sun goes down, the lights go on and Hannah Montana rocks the beach. New Hannah Montana Rico's Surf Shop hangout and fashion dolls. Each
just wanted to add that this isn't like a very comprehensive like, you know, identification guide of like all of these dolls and like all of the lines and stuff like that. I do realize that I did forget to point out like some of them. I think that this Smiley right over here, or Hannah, is just from like a regular generic like, you know, singing line kind of packaged like this. I don't exactly remember what song she could sing because she couldn't even work by the time that I had gotten her anyways. And then these two, like I said, originally come from this like gift set that like is supposed to either come with like a lounge or like a cafe or like dressing room set or like boutique, whatever it is. And then this Lily over here is from one of the Memorable Moments like series, where they like, you know, obviously made dolls from like the different episodes like wearing the outfits. And this was the episode from season 1 where she like turned all glam and like went to go hang out with like the mean girls and whatnot. She's just not packaged up in that outfit. These two girlies over here are from some sort of like Hannah and like Miley gift set. I'd like try to find pictures of them to like put on screen, and like pictures of like everybody else to like put on screen, of course. But like this was from that like gift set that I unboxed on my birthday, which was very, very cute. I really loved it. And then this one is from like some sort of summer faves collection, some like very budget like slim box collection. I know that I put the commercial of it in here, so she'll be easily identifiable or whatever. And then this Smiley over here is like one of the first Smileys that they like ever like produced or whatever and like released for like the show, and she was supposed to come with like 2 outfits. I'm just displaying her in like the second outfit right now. And I think her top right now is being displayed on this fruity little Ken doll that I have right over here. But yeah. Now, I obviously can't talk about Hannah Montana without talking about or mentioning any of those incredibly fun-ass video games from back then. Whether they were on the PS2 or PC or Wii or DS or whatever, them shits were very fun and they kept constantly releasing them. And that was definitely a part of like the whole merchandise lineup of Hannah Montana towards like, I guess like maybe 2008 and like onward or whatever, because like, you know, obviously Nintendo had all these collaborations with like Disney and like all these other licenses, so a lot of the, you know, girlier properties got like, you know, video games and stuff like that. But obviously she had video games spanning like all the different consoles, as well as like, you know, junior novels and stuff like that, and like just about any type of like, you know, little toy and like singing gimmick thing that like you could think of, honestly. It was really cool, like, you know, walking down memory lane and like looking at all of the like old like stock photos and like of all the old pictures and stuff like that of all the products, because I remember going out to stores and I remember seeing these, or like I would go to school and I would see all of the girls who would like have the little singing keychains or like the microphones or like the necklaces and like the jewelry. But like, yeah, these dolls were like, or like not these dolls, but like this franchise was like very, very profitable for like a while, honestly. And Miss Miley Cyrus was making this company like a whole bunch of money because they put her face on literally anything and everything, and it sold like you know, quickly. And like it was definitely fun researching up like all of the merchandise and getting to see like all of the different like lines that they really did release through like different companies and stuff like that. And like honestly, my grail item would be like that giant beach house set, like complete with like the swing chair that like Miley writes her songs in and everything. That would be honestly very, very perfect to find. But yeah, generally these dolls were like stocked everywhere, literally at like drugstores and like regular retailers and like I guess little mom and pop shops and stuff like that. But yeah, I love all the different variations and like especially the merchandising. I really want to get the like some of the little trinkets and like keychains, honestly. And like obviously they had like the CDs that you could buy on like whatever digital like music purchase you could do for these. But like yeah, I will say that this company did do a lot of like celebrity fashion dolls, especially like Disney celebrity fashion dolls, because they did the Cheetah Girls dolls, they also did the Camp Rock dolls, and they also produced like, you know, the Hairspray dolls for that movie and whatnot. So I do know that they definitely like had a thing for making like celebrity dolls and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know if y'all enjoy this little collection video. I was really, really happy to film this little update, honestly. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.